Hi, you have tuned in for another segment of Conversations with JR. And thank you for joining me today. I have exciting news. I've been hearing from my viewers, I've been hearing from them. And I've heard from Tatiana Sanchez from Rockaway, New York. And she told me that her and her fiance, they are looking at my YouTube channel and they have been in discussions. So I'm really, really interested to bring you more about what they've been discussing. But she gave me topics, two topics that she would like for me to talk about. One of the topics she would like for me to talk about is the woman's role in the home when the male is the sole provider. What is her role in the home? What is her role when the male is the sole provider? Another topic that Tatiana Sanchez gave me to talk about is she wants to talk about the role of in-laws in a couple's life. Okay, so those are the two topics that Tatiana Sanchez gave me from Rockaway, New York. I thank you for tuning in and viewing. Another viewer that I have all the way from North Carolina, Michael R., he watched my segment on the 10 relationship myths. And he thoroughly enjoyed it. His comments, I will share them with you on another segment. But he said that he would like to see that segment again, but he would like to see it from a male perspective. So you have that. That's going to be coming up. Thank you, Michael R., for viewing and for your comments for all the way from North Carolina. So in the background, you hear Michael Bublé. I'm playing some music for you. I like to play a little music. So you got Michael Bublé playing in the background. So today's relationship word is space. No, 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 no. I'm not talking about outer space. Today's relationship word is space. A lot of people, many couples, single people, children, families, people living together, whatever the situation is, people need space. I call it a time out. People need space. Again, the misconception. Now, this is only my personal view, my personal experiences that I'm sharing with you. But I hear people talk about these things all the time. A timeout is good. Space is good. I am not talking about going away from your spouse, from your significant other, and doing something foolish and doing something silly and letting it all hang out. The girls' night out once in a while is good if it's done respectively. Guys, go and hang out with the guys and do football, basketball, whatever you do. Kick back a few, whatever you do. Space, time out is good. Are you respecting your partner's needs for space? I'm calling it a timeout, but are you respecting their need for that? Again, take into consideration, don't be selfish. We are, as people, bombarded every day with the trials and tribulations of life. We are grinding. 9 to 5 has become now 9 to 9. 5 day work week has turned into 6 day overtime. Okay, life has happened. Children need time out. They need space. If you have pets in your home, don't you see them go away to their little space? They'll hide under the bed. They'll go into a closet. They understand space, time out, alone time to regenerate. Are you respecting one another as couples, as partners, as significant others? Are you respecting? Are you honoring? Are you holding up your partner when they need a time out, when they need space, when they need that day to just sleep and be alone? Or are you one of those people who think that they're being selfish because, you know, we've been raised with this myth and all these myths that you shouldn't want time away from your partner. That's not a healthy way to feel. That's not a healthy way to be. But why isn't it? Ask yourself a question. Why isn't it? Now, I'm not talking about, again, remember, I like to clarify what I'm talking about. I'm talking about good, healthy time out space. You need time to think. You need time to rejuvenate. Listen, that young lady going to that spa day, being out all day long, going to a spa, meeting the girlfriends for dinner, lunch. Men, go out on the basketball court and shoot some hoops and, you know, sweat and run around and, you know, go and hang out with the guys for a day. That's space. That's time out. I believe that that is very healthy. Just like you would do a date night and you would remind your spouse that, you know, it's been a long time since we've been out on a date, since we've gotten dressed up and gone out and just sat across the table or held hands and just talked in a different atmosphere, in a different place. What is wrong with having space? What is wrong with having time out? Are you one of those people who are in a partnership, who are in a relationship that you need to be in every room with your partner? You need to be sitting right up underneath them. You need to go everywhere they go. You need to be everywhere they need to be. Well, let me tell you something. I hear people talk. People are suffering in silence and they're not saying anything. They're talking to other people, but they're not talking to their spouse. They're talking to other people and they're talking to their spouse. And the conversation goes something like this: if I can just get a day to myself, if I just had time to myself, if I can just spend time in the house alone, if I had, I would feel, I would be happy if I could. There is nothing wrong with those feelings. The problem is we have people who are suffering in these relationships that their partners are making them feel that feeling that way is wrong and that it is something wrong, that you don't like me, you don't love me, why would you want to be away from me? Why do you need this time? I just quote, why do you need this time? Why not? Why not? So I'm going to end there. And I want everyone who is watching this segment today to think about space as a time out, not as a time out to do something silly, disrespectful, uh, uh, underhanded against your partner, but a real time out, a real planned time out. This goes again for couples who have children at home, and you need time out with your partner. Hotel weekend overnight, Atlantic City overnight, weekend. Get somebody to take care of them kids. Reconnect with each other. That long hot bubble bath, that massage, just spending time with yourself or spending time with your significant other. People need a time out. It's called space. Respect people's space. Honor it. They need it. I have something else for you today. My book. Yes, this is one of my books. It's called A Different Flavor of Love. And you can get this on Amazon. Amazon.com. A Different Flavor of Love by J.R. Floyd. And next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read something from A Different Flavor of Love. So get that, because it has some relationship issues in it too. You're really going to love it. There's a lot of twists in it, but I want to hear from you. Facebook, Drag the Pen. One word, J.R. Floyd. Facebook, Drag the Pen. Or you can send me an email. Send me an email, rahsha RASHE52. That's Rashi52 at gmail.com. Let me hear from you. I want to hear what you have to say on these things that I'm talking about relationships. And please keep in mind, I am not a relationship expert. I am not a relationship guru. I am not here to try to help people to fix their relationships. But what I am here to do is try to get people to talk to one another. And we really need to think about how we are treating each other in our relationships. And I'm not only talking about the intimate relationships between partners. I'm also talking about the relationship between mothers and fathers, sisters and sisters, brothers and brothers, just friends, our everyday co-workers, how we are treating people. This again, we are living in a society where so many relationships are now so dysfunctional. And so many people are unhappy. And I'm talking about these things because I hear people talk about these issues in relationships every day. And it kind of saddens me that I see so many beautiful people wanting to be in good relationships or want their relationship to be good. But it's the talking, the lack of communication, the lack of understanding, the lack of, their partner just respecting that they have individual needs, individual thoughts. So I'm signing off today with that. Today's relationship word is space. You need a timeout. I'm going to end and I'm going to tell you to make sure that you understand that self love is the best love and you need to love yourself, accept yourself, spend time with yourself, space before you want the world to love you back. Thank you for tuning in again and let me hear from you. This is Conversations with JR.